Are you able to read it, or do you need
Yeah, I
me
can
to?
go full screen and see. So this, of course, is Bullhorn Betty, and this declaration outlines the profound harm I have endured due to an organized campaign of harassment, defamation, and intimidation initiated by two individuals, Granny's Watching and Barbecue Lady. This campaign was not an isolated incident. It was a well coordinated, sustained effort that involved multiple people acting in concert to tarnish my reputation, disrupt my work, and incite fear in every aspect of my life. This was not just an isolated incident. This was a well coordinated and sustained effort involving multiple people who acted in concert to damage my reputation, disrupt my work, and make me feel unsafe in my own life. I first became aware of Barbecue Lady. Is that one? Is that who that one is? Am I getting mixed up?
Um, I'll have
No.
to
Okay.
look.
Actually, I think that's Granny.
That's
Um,
the other one.
No.
That's
Uh,
Granny.
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
okay,
Granny.
sorry.
In 2021, when I was covering the high profile case of Summer Wells, at that time she was relatively unknown, but as I began reporting on other cases, particularly Quentin Simon's case, her attacks on me became more frequent and malicious. It seemed that as my reach grew, so did her hostility. Granny started using her platform to spread false and defamatory information about me. I would see her rallying her followers to discredit me, questioning my motives and my work, despite the fact that I have always approached every case with sincerity and care. I just want to mention real quick. Saw something else today that with Rico, 5 years is the statute of limitations. So, for whatever that's worth, there are some exceptions to that, but that's the general. It wasn't just casual remarks, but there was a clear pattern. As I began to investigate the disappearance of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers in March 2024, the attacks against me intensified significantly. I was called a tragedy pimp and a grifter, words that struck me deeply, especially because I have never sought personal gain from the work I do. These false claims were broadcast widely, and they were clearly designed to damage my professional reputation. This wasn't just idle gossip, it was an organized effort to destroy my credibility. Each defamatory statement chipped away at my reputation in the eyes of those who once trusted my integrity. This campaign didn't stop at defamation. Granny and her followers took things further by making false reports about me to law enforcement, which ultimately led to my unjust arrest. I was deeply shaken when I realized that the charges were based on fabricated claims from people under her influence. The level of coordination behind these false reports was terrifying. It wasn't just a random person trying to stir trouble, it was a group effort to disrupt my investigation and discredit my work. Barbecue Lady soon joined forces with Granny. Barbecue Lady echoed and even amplified the false accusations, creating a united front. Their attacks were not only calculated but also sustained over time. It felt as though they were working in tandem, ensuring that no matter how much I tried to move past the lies, their coordinated efforts would keep. Yeah.
Sorry, I was looking. People are asking for at night's email, and I do not know it.
Oh,
Um, sorry.
Oh, let me see. But I did.
You want to
have-
work on finding it?
I did.
It's
have
the
it.
one to send.
I need a water anyway.
They were they posted it in their press release. I was trying to get to it and I didn't have enough time.
Yeah, let's go all the way down to 13.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay. Their behavior has extended well beyond online defamation. Together, they have rallied their followers to participate in a broader conspiracy of harassment and cyber stalking involving multiple online creators who seem to operate under their direction. One of the most frightening aspects of this ordeal has been the doxing. At one point, my home address was posted online. I began receiving messages that made me fear for my safety. The idea that strangers might show up at my home has caused me to live in constant fear. I've had to take extra precautions to protect myself and my family. On or about July 27th, 2023, Burnt Toast, another individual involved in this coordinated effort, posted a comment on X. The post referenced another online creator, Dolly Vision, stating that Dolly Vision to use the lawsuit against me to his advantage by going through my personal texts and details during depositions, attached as Exhibit 1. I guess I didn't catch Dolly Vision in this the first time. Maybe I didn't read these closely enough. I'm not sure. But yeah, so somebody had asked that
Well,
earlier.
you
if he
read
was,
for 5.5 hours the other night, so
I might have just, yeah.
We didn't
I
get
think,
into these specifically though, where it has more names.
yeah. I guess maybe this is where Dolly's getting the idea that he may be in, getting
Could I ask Aunt E, are you able to find? I'm having trouble finding
I
that.
found one where they were asking for people wanting to work from home, that email address.
That will probably work.
It was as@night.agency.
Mm,
So I
I don't.
don't know.
I know there was one they put out for. I don't know.
They did, yeah, they've had a few
I
emails out
know
there.
it's just gonna take me a minute to find it.
I
So
know. I'm going back through at the original posting because I thought it was on that original one.
I've seen one recently, but I can't think of where I saw it. So anyway, this isn't just internet drama. It has escalated into a campaign of stalking, threats, harassment, much of which is incited by Granny, Barbecue, their associates, and followers. Beyond the emotional toll, these attacks have deeply affected me financially. Granny and Barbecue spread false allegations that I was involved in fraudulent schemes, claiming I had inappropriate relationships with others involved in the investigation, such as Seth Rogers and Tony Mathis. These baseless accusations were meant to undermine my credibility and sabotage my professional work, especially in sensitive, high profile cases. Also just to keep in mind on this is Pennsylvania. And according to Lesniak, who was on our show a month or two ago, he did detail that this right to your reputation is a thing in Pennsylvania where it's not necessarily the law of the land in other states. I mean, there may be some other states that have it, but you have a right to your professional and social reputation, and if you if you are damaging that, then you can face some consequences. So, and of course, both of these ladies are in Pennsylvania, and then some of the victims are in Pennsylvania, alleged for all of these.
I did find one that was
I got it. I already
the,
put it up.
was it Tips at Manhunts?
Oh, I just put Nick's from his Twitter, or I mean X account. I'm
On
sure
the actual,
he can get it where it needs to go.
yeah, I was gonna say on the Sebastian poster they have one too.
Well, thank you for doing that. So, some people who once trusted my work have distanced themselves, no longer willing to be associated with me, of the reputation damage caused by these false narratives. On December 10th, 2023, I received an email from Blank Screen THM. I don't know who this is. That contained a veiled threat saying, "You better hope your backup channel isn't connected to your AdSense account on your main channel. If that gets terminated, that backup channel of yours gets terminated along with it. LOL. Molly learned that the hard way. Your time is up. You just don't realize it yet."
Hmm.
This email left me feeling even more vulnerable, knowing that these people were targeting not only my reputation, but also my financial means and livelihood. And yeah, so
Okay.
and then also I have also endured constant cyber harassment, and the threats against my life and safety have grown more frequent and more severe. I live with the daily anxiety of wondering who might come after me next. Every time I see a new message or post, I feel my heart race, fearing that it could escalate to real world violence. Uh, yeah, so I don't know who that email is. I don't know if that's just like another creator or maybe just a follower or something on someone's channel. I'm not sure who that was. So that's Bullhorn Betty's statement there.
Oh, there's more.
Oh, there is more. Oh, another from this blank screen person. I so maybe that's an anonymous. I bet. I see you sitting up on your stream yesterday morning trying to blame two creators of bullying you with the intent of making you unalive yourself on a live stream. You're basically saying that BS just to get attention and sympathy from people. This email was another attack on my mental well-being, attempting to dismiss the real pain and harm caused by the harassment. And then that's attached. The most painful part of this is that Barbecue and Granny have used their platforms to build what feels like a cult-like following, a group of people who seem eager to act on their behalf, to spread hate and to cause real tangible harm to me. These attacks have been orchestrated in such a way that it's hard to see this as anything other than a coordinated campaign. On an unknown date, Queen Bee, another prominent figure in the group harassing me, posted a derogatory definition of me on the Urban Dictionary, labeling me a tragedy pimp and using hateful language to diminish my character. This post was yet another layer of public humiliation designed to mock and damage me. Attached here too, and labeled Exhibit 4, is a true and correct copy of the defamatory post.
Sorry.
On or about May 8th, 2024, Queen Bee publicly solicited donations for her legal defense fund, stating that the money was needed to stop me from succeeding in my lawsuit against her in Illinois. The actions of Barbecue, Granny, and their network have caused me significant emotional, professional, and financial harm. The relentless efforts have made it incredibly difficult for me to continue my work, to protect my reputation, and to feel safe in my everyday life. What started as online bullying has now become something much bigger and more dangerous. I live with the constant threat that something worse could happen, and it's taken a tremendous toll on my mental and emotional health. I am prepared to testify under oath to provide detailed accounts of these organized, sustained attacks, including the incitement of harassment, the continuous threats of my life, and the severe emotional and professional harm that I've endured. And then she signs at the bottom.